In this video, we're going to be talking about InDesign and the directory structure for every project. So here is the actual Lab 1 brochure that I'm working on. So I'm going to go into InDesign here and do File Open. File Open. I can navigate into the client folder, in this case Art 135, and here's my Lab 1 brochure folder. When I enter this particular project, so you should have a client folder. Inside of the client folder, you should have every individual project you do as a separate folder, a logo folder, business card folder, a brochure folder, a web page folder. Separate all your projects into the client folder. So inside of there, you can see here's my Lab 1. This is the actual brochure, but I want you to actually take a look. There's also an images directory, graphics. So this is where you would place the logos or graphics that are actually inside of this particular project, and also the fonts. Remember, if you install system fonts, you need to send those also with the design file when you send this to print. So you should have this here, and you're welcome to have more. Outside of this folder, you would have a source folder for any assets that you get from the actual client. But this particular Lab 1 brochure is the actual project, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And right now you can see it's telling me there are 2 links that are missing. Okay, so this is kind of why it's important to manage your folder. So I'm going to open up the links directory here, and you can see that there are some issues here. If you don't see this particular workspace, you go to Windows, Workspace, and select the Advanced Workspace. The links panel is off to the right here, and you can see here these ones here are the missing ones. So it says double click to relink, so you double click or you right click and relink. And I know that those images I placed into the image directory. So I'm going to pop into the image directory, and then I can select the actual missing image there, click OK, and now you can see that's been updated. So now InDesign knows that here, this particular brochure, where it's saved and where the assets and images are saved, including the fonts, the graphics, and the logo. Remember that to see the actual print, you want to go into your preview window here, and when you send to print, you're going to do File and Package. That will collect all of the assets. Any assets that are not inside of this directory structure will not be included properly. So you want to make sure that where this is, the brochure file is that includes a copy of all of your assets that need to travel with this, because it's going to zip them all up and drop that zip file that you'll send to your print shop into this directory also. So it's very important that you actually manage and maintain your folder directory this way.